Welcome back. Today we are talking about the nudge brush. So let's go ahead and open up Blender and do new file general and let's save it as. We'll just call it nudge and save it. And let's get Suzanne ready for sculpting. So we'll go ahead and add our matte caps if you want to. And make sure you definitely add the multi-resolution or you won't be able to sculpt. So I'm going to just crank that up to 5 and then flip over into sculpt mode. So that was just Control Tab down. And now we are ready to do some nudging. So this one is a pretty simple one, but it is the nudge brush here. And what this brush is going to do is just nudge things in the direction of the brush stroke. So we've got our radius, we've got our normal strength, and it's just set to half. And notice there's no plus or minus. And then on our tools, there's no new fancy things for us. It's just our normal basic nudge brush. So this is just going to nudge things in the direction of the stroke. And the easiest way to see this is to go into your overlays and turn on your wireframe. That way you can actually really see what's happening here. So if you turn on your wireframe and then start nudging, you can really see it's very subtle, but you can see as I click and drag with the nudge brush, all these little wireframe polygons are moving in the direction of the brush stroke. So, say if you just wanted to like barely nudge her nose up a little bit, this is the brush for you. This is like just fine little details of just barely moving things. Obviously you could increase the strength if you want it to be a stronger nudge, or even crank it down really low if you just want to like barely, maybe there's like something on the lip and you're just like, it just needs to be very slightly up. This is your brush. This is for just making micro adjustments on your sculpts. And sometimes you need that, I don't think you would use this all the time, but if there's ever a time where you just need to like shift some faces, this is your brush. So, feel free to play around with this brush as much as you want. This one's not, as fun. It's not as insanely intense or dramatic as some of the other ones, but it is helpful if there are things that you just want to nudge. And I'm going to increase the strength to, back to 0.5 here, and maybe increase the scale and just move this ear. So again, you can see it's just stepping it up. It's a little like the grab, but more steppy in your strokes. So, it's just barely, I just need the ear to go up. I just need to nudge it, a little bit. So this is your tool for that. You just need to barely nudge the thing, or maybe I need to move the entire mouth, just up. Nudge it. It just needs to be a little higher. This is your brush. So yeah, that is the nudge brush. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And let's go ahead and jump into the next brush, which is the rotate brush.